Hi, this is Terry from One Love Liberty, and I'm making this video to talk about nature and mindfulness, having a mindfulness practice in nature and why it's of benefit to you. So mindfulness for me is really about being in the present moment, drawing myself away from the meandering thoughts or the unconscious thoughts and into the present moment. Now, why is this important? Well, there's a really great quote from the Dalai Lama, which says something like, we are so anxious about our future that we forget to live in the present. And then when we die, we realize that we never actually even lived. And, this is a phenomenon, I think, even more present in our modern times, where we have so much going on. There's so much busyness, there's so much hustle, there's so much thinking of the next thing, there's so much doing 20 things at once that we forget to live in the present moment, and that's where life really happens. There's also the brain science, which says that 90% of what we think about is the same as what we thought about yesterday. So we actually live this life that's just run by the same things over and over and over. And the more we can actually just be present in the moment and think a new thought, fire up the brain in a different way, it adds a richness to our life. It adds a presence. It adds calm and excitement as well when we're really in the moment and enjoying the moment. Now, nature is a great way to have a mindfulness practice. Not only are we getting all the benefits of being outside in the natural world, boosting our immune system, our levels of happiness, and our fitness and health, we are also being present to nature as it changes all the time. It's forever evolving, and it forever brings us into the present moment. That's pretty much why sunsets are always so popular, because we know the sunsets every day. We know it happens. But anytime you see one of those fiery red, or those purple, or anything blazing across the sky, it's like, wow, you want to grab someone, show them, share the moment, or, grab your camera and post it to Instagram. There's a gazillion pictures of sunsets on Instagram because it's ever changing, and it just brings us into that moment of being in gratitude and being present to what is this life on earth. So nature has so many creative ways of showing us and telling us to be really present. An example of this from my that happened to me the other day is I was racing and rushing to go somewhere. I felt like I was late. I was looking for things in all different rooms, and I heard a heron pass in the garden. And this isn't that unusual. We actually use the herons as a mindfulness practice. When we hear one, we call out that we've heard it. But this heron was making a whole lot of noise in the tree, and it was so much that I really couldn't ignore it. So I thought, okay, it's going to take me a few extra seconds. I went to the door and looked out, and the heron looked at me as if to say, I got your attention. And then it flew off. And it was such a beautiful moment. It made me laugh. It made me smile. It made me present to that moment. It made me take a breath and be calmer, realize, it really didn't matter that I was, late or whatever. I was okay. Everything was fine. It brought me into a state of presence and peace. And I don't actually remember what I was going to do that day, but I'm pretty sure that I did it in a much lighter frame of mind than I would have if I just skipped looking at the heron and ran out the door in a frantic state of mind. So creating a nature mindfulness practice is something you can do in your everyday life. It can be noticing the everyday sounds and just allowing those everyday sounds or sights to bring you into the present moment. Or it can be being more open to hearing, seeing, tasting, feeling new nature experiences. It can be walking down a street and looking with new eyes and being ready to see a tree in a different way or notice a plant growing out of the sidewalk. It can be noticing the birds where they're nesting, their calls. It can be anything that you do to bring you into a state of presence and bring more life into your life. Bring more conscious awareness into the fact that you are a living being on this magnificent planet that's spinning around like crazy, hurtling through space, The whole of life is a miracle. You know, it's just that moment to say, yes, I'm here, I give thanks, and I can consciously be aware, and I can consciously choose the next thing I'm going to do. So that's One Love Liberty. So I really would love, love, love to hear from you. If you have a mindfulness practice in nature already, or if there's something new you would like to try, please leave me a comment below this video, or head on over to oneloveliberty.com and check out the blog and leave a comment there. You can also find a free 7-day nature connection course on oneloveliberty.com, and I'd love you to sign up for that. It's a really great program that delivers nature connection to your inbox for a whole week. And please share this video with your friends, put it on Facebook. I want to bring more nature connection, love, mindfulness, peace to as many people as I can reach. And now I'm off to do some more weeding in the garden. And you can check out my other video, how I get high from weeds every day. You know you want to check that one out, right? Okay, we'll speak soon. One love.